Howdy, howdy, howdy. So I have Twitter on the left, YouTube on the right, and then we got TA on this screen. People are all good. Let me know, can you hear me? Can you see me? Are we all good in the hood? And then we'll fire on through this. Have a look at Bitcoin and a few altcoins. Since there is no Sunday swing. So let me know, can I get the all... So look, what's happening with Bitcoin? Are we dumping? What's going on? What's the story with it? So look, best way to kind of put it, it came down and filled that scam week I was on about. We had a fractal going, where we had a triangle, we had that expanded flat, we had that move down, then she broke it, then she put in a lower high. That was a nice little trade. You kind of see what's going on there though? No, you can kind of see what's happening. See this? You had the same thing just happened there, just on a smaller degree. What's kind of next is, for me, the higher time frame plan. This was, for me, inside in PTL, was we're either going to break down and fake out and go up, or break up and fake out and go down. Clear enough trade. It was actually nice, easy trade that, to be honest. That was trading that. Bitcoin has been fairly smooth trading. Smooth sailing as well. Like, so there is, you would be looking for, I would actually be looking for, is a swing fail of that low that we filled that scam wick out. There is another scam wick down below. You do have a TR pocket just sitting right under that. We'll get rid of that scam wick. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that 0.5. You have a demand sitting down here. You have a demand. The only question is, are we going to come down? Are we going to continue? I don't think we will. I'd say the best thing Bitcoin can do right now, probably hold off on this until it's kind of some news event or something that's going to happen and we come down and hit that. For now, I would actually kind of be pushing for that we have this, and then we work our way down, hit that. That's probably the best way to go about this on Bitcoin. Let's just unlock this. Why am I pushing for that to really go down? It could do it a bit faster actually, because that timing, that is actually fairly important. Let's get this in here. We have a few altcoins I want to share with you as well. But we have this main thing from is this. The last time I had one of these, one perfect looking one of these, was on oil. That was a very big low. Hold on. Good oil. Was it US oil? It was. Last time we had perfect one of these was this, and it was the low and a big push up. Traded that low live, and we tried to trade a higher low, but we didn't catch it. Double higher low patterns are very strong. You can kind of see what happened there with a double higher low again. Straight up. Kind of waiting to see what happens on that next. But that is the last time I had it, and the timing on that was perfect too. So we do have timing on this butterfly. Just look at it. Look at that light. It's beautiful. And we have a scam wick to fill. Phoenix, of course, it's down here. It gives you a little hint. This could be the target area that you'll be looking for. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Clean up the chart a little bit here. So overall, I would think we get down, bounce, maybe come up, put in a lower high again, and then we start to fall off. Get that. You know, timing doesn't have to be perfect. Like when it comes to fib time, it gives you the estimation of a date. You know, the date could be, let's say it's on, okay, what, we have it on the 28th of June, right? Timing doesn't mean it happens on the 28th of June. It could happen on the 27th or the 29th. Give it a day before and a day after when it comes to a higher time frame like this. But you do have a nice, very nice butterfly. It's actually really nice. So you do have a potential trade, an A+ trade down there for me. You actually fake out towards the pocket a little bit, and you don't hit it. You leave an area to swing fail, so you could say it's a double swing fail pattern if you want to, but that's an A plus setup for me. I will be looking for a long down here, and if I don't get it, fair enough. We know where to go next. This is the big zone down here, and then we'll see get a nice little bounce off of that. Overall, Bitcoin is just getting controlled by news. Everything so far every pivot so far has been controlled by news. It's all just news movement. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get some kind of news down here, maybe the US properly joining the war or something like that, and it might drop us down fairly hard. Actually, I didn't get a check. Did I check? Good afternoon. All good on YouTube. Lovely. Is the top in? We miss you. How we all doing, folks? Cosmic, how are ya? Hugh Crypto, Gary, Elon Musk in UV Babasai. I don't know what to say. How are we doing? But this is top in. I wouldn't say top is have a look properly. Just kind of playing the lower time from pivots right now. When it comes to a top, I usually have a fractal for the top. Like that high there, we had a fractal for the top and it moved down. Yeah, like that one had a fractal, that one had a fractal. I don't really have a fractal to tell me that the top is in here like this down, but when it comes to an actual higher time frame low, for me it is pretty much easy for me. It's going to be what is this? Oh, sorry. It's going to be just 11-day sling. 11-day sling is very important because you hit it once. Once you hit it twice, you get a nice slingshot is when you pull back, hit the same area, and off you go. So I don't think that's the high. When it comes to an area of a big higher time from trade, this sling is could be anywhere by the time we hit there, but let's say we go through that butterfly. That's the only area I'll be sitting back. I'll be just like, I'm not trading nothing else. Wait for that. That's it. Don't care what's going to happen. But for now, this to me is going to be the next trade for me. I haven't been trading any of the altcoins because I've been kind of just like, oh, there's no point. When you had the scam week, which we filled, of course, and then you have this other scam week sitting down here. And do you know the strategy that I have behind that? All scam wicks on BTC get filled. I don't give a fuck about the rest of them, the altcoins and stuff like that. I don't really care. Like, so yes, the 138k scam week, that is going to be a big target for me. Overall, yeah, I've been using this strategy for nearly 4 years now. Since 2020. Started off with Forex. Has never led me astray. So 138k is my higher time frame target on Bitcoin. I think it's not like a bad target, if you get me. It's a reasonable target. You know, people would say 250, 300k. That's stupid. The TA says 138k higher time frame. That's fair. So I'm sticking with that target, and whatever happens after that, I do. So you don't have any bullish scenario from here. I don't really have a bullish scenario from here. You could easily just come down, hit that, fill that out, and you could go back up and take the highs. That's a very big harmonic. A very big harmonic. The least I would be looking for is the 0.5 of the TR pocket, if you get me. So whatever happens after that, like we could, technically speaking, like this move could go up and lower high. That actually probably is way better, to be honest. Because we do have this as a lower high. Technically speaking, I would love another proper lower high. Like if we can go like this, bang, up, take this high, down we go, fib time, and then work our way back up. It could lower high again. We'll see. Just for now, this is the play, this is the plan. That's what I'm. If I can get a swing fail at that low, I'm in a long. If I can get a drop down to this area and give me some nice wick after filling that scam wick, I'm in a long. And if we do bounce off this up, PTL will be the first to know. If I'm going to be looking for a short, and I can clearly see there will be a nice short opportunity as well. I'm just not going to go over it here. But yeah, this is the plan on Bitcoin for now. Hopefully we can hold up after this. Otherwise, to be fair, I don't mind. Let's go to that 11-day sling, which is going to be sitting down around 82. But that's ages. That's ages away from now, if you get me. Only down ? No. 138k a week. Which exchange has the 130k? I think it is Binance. Binance BUS or something like that. I can't remember. Can you look at Solana on higher time from swing positions? Thank you. I will have a look at. We have something on. We'll go over some other stuff. Keep the questions coming, though. Twitter lads, people on watching on Twitter. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, well, you can hear me. I'm watching it over. Just give me pop-up questions if you want. Anyway, I'll answer them all. But USDT, we had this, and if you remember, we had this a long time ago on Sunday Swingers, and we wanted this to be the low. So far, held TR extension again. Like I always say, TR pockets are good for mid-time from trades, but TR extensions are statistically given the reversals, the higher time from reversals. This is kind of something that gives you the. But you can kind of see on this how we would probably get to 138k in the future is you play this triangle the way it wants. Like we move up and then we go down. This whole move down, that's Bitcoin going up, and then this could be 138. You don't know. We don't fucking know. You don't know. No? See what happens. Like, that's what could happen. So let me see. Smash up the likes. Yeah, do smash. Saturday session, I don't. But let's go over some stuff. Anyway, last day I was here, we were giving out a low on Mavia, wasn't it? Mavia. But instead, it's swing failed low, went to the monthly pivots, but hit our zone there. Anyway, if you did take that trade, you would have been up 13%. You know what I say when I give out these altcoins? I don't go for the 1% trades. I pretend that 1% is enough on the altcoins because, come on, altcoins. 10% is enough. That's a trade. That's a week. You know, depends on how much size, but that is a weekly trade and you can make a lot of money on that. So 10%, we went up 13. So that was a nice little dub for you anyways. And ICP, we went over the last day. We were looking for this to fall down. If you did trade that, which I wasn't giving out a trade, but if you did, you went up 23%, but I wasn't giving that out as a trade. You can kind of see this is coming in close to the zone that we were looking for. This will be a nice trade. This is something you would want to keep in your radar, at least if you swing failure or something. If it goes down and holds under the low, don't trade it. If it goes down, holds under low, reclaims it, you could trade it. But this is something to look out for because this does look really nice. And if Bitcoin goes down to fill that scam wick, this could be the area, and they both could coincide together. If you get me. So keep an eye on ICP. I was looking for this on the last Sunday, it was 2 weeks ago. We were looking for this to move up, hit the high, reject, come down to the low. If you traded the short, you actually, because this was the short I was giving out, you would have been up 23%. I'm not looking for the long. Why? Because Bitcoin has scam wicks and I just don't feel comfortable. But you'd know that if you're inside. But I'll have to keep an eye on it, but I'm not looking for the long. Just Bitcoin. So I said I'd cover that and let you know what my stance on that. We get rid of this. Then Bitcoin Cash, right? If you remember Bitcoin Cash, I always say there's 3 to 4 altcoins out there that give you a heads up on what's coming from Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin Cash is one of. If Bitcoin Cash pumps in a straight line, you're going to have a top on Bitcoin. It just happens. It'll pump first and then Bitcoin will top. Same with SHIB, same with Luna, and the same with Ape. They're all the same, like Bitcoin Cash. But like the last high there, I had given out. I gave out a top on this, but I didn't like it, and then it was this zone. I had the top. It was the 2 reasons. There was TR extension. Once that happened, I was like, yeah, Bitcoin's going to top out, and that was the high. for Bitcoin. Hard when they have the two. That was the high for Bitcoin. This is on daily, by the way. But what I want on this now is I want to see Bitcoin maybe get some kind of move up or something. Maybe hold this low. I don't know. The trade is there, but what I want to see on this is something like this. And then we'll know what happens with Bitcoin next, because I want the lower high at least first. Maybe this comes down, takes that low, and lower highs up here, and that's where Bitcoin Cash does a straight move. But once this gives a straight move, that's going to give me an indication that Bitcoin is ready to start to come down hard again. So use Bitcoin Cash to your advantage while you can. It's always a little early indication of what's. Vitalio Mendoza, can you take ENA? I will indeed. But yeah, Nat Gas, for anyone that was in the group, you all know about this Nat Gas trade. We took it on stream. It was a nice swing trade, and we closed it after we got a bit of a rejection. For all the folks that missed it, this was a huge fucking trade for us. This was a huge swing. We longed it down here, and it was a nice little 20% gain. Either for all people that wanted to trade, funded accounts, all that stuff. We made over 15 grand on this, and even more. But this is something you could get into inside in the group. We'll take these trades on live if we see them, and we'll let you know what happened. I did close the trade a bit late. I did say I'm not taking any take profits on this until I see a clear rejection, and I ended up closing the trade after this zone. Got out for over 15k, could have made more than 20, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We're happy. It was a nice swing. A lot of the members made a lot of profit on that. A lot of people finished their phase counts too, which is really nice. Alright, we'll start to look at a few things. I suppose I have a few. There's a few stuff here. Let me see. Alright. We have ENA. I put in ENA. Put in ENA. Not. Fine, let's see. ENA invested. And then we have ADA, AI, 6A. I don't know what that is. Is that even an altcoin, Andras? ENA. See what this is. Ooh. See what you mean. This. Wait, she almost did that. She almost did it. Probably not. Look at that. Almost did it, yeah. Jeez, okay, she's down at the lows here. She's probably going to go for a swing fail, but we're not sure. Let me check this one out. Are you trading commodities? Are you trading commodities on prop firms? Like, you know, the metals? Of course. Of course, actually, I must check. Of course we are. Selling up nice. You have to be careful on this now, because she's after breaking a big trend line. You have to be careful. But what I really would like to see is this to just go, we can hold, reclaim that trend line. You get some send off after that. I would be careful. We've been trading platinum, we've been trading silver, we've been trading oil, we've been trading nat gas, we've been trading all the commodities. On FTMO, I have gold, euro, gold, Australian dollar. I've been trading them. Silver, I don't really like too much, but she gives out an alright setup every now and then. Don't have the best history with that, and I'm going to say it clearly, I don't have the best history with silver, but every now and then it would come out with a nice trade. But gold is probably the most solid one. At the moment, it's not the best, clearest thing to be looking at. You have way clearer stuff like platinum. You have way clearer stuff like silver. Platinum, we had a huge trade down here that we waited on for a long time. This was a massive, massive trade. Imagine a 30% gain on trading commodities. And this was something we were all waiting for, you know. So that was a huge trade for us. I'm just waiting for the next setup, and I'd like this to move for that next setup. That'll be the same as this. Want more of that again. PTL, folks. PTL. ENA. ENA is looking like she wants to take that low, to be fair. Probably we're going to swing fail this into that little demand, but the Demand is a bit thick. If we can shorten this down, maybe get a bit of an angle on this, this would be better. But I don't know. There's not too much to actually go off of on this. If I can go like this, maybe. Your pocket. It's just too deep to the low. I can't trust it. Like it really. It's too deep to that low. It's too deep to the low. Nah. I'd say it takes the low. The only thing really, I'd say it takes the low. Go take that low. Take that low. You have a bigger TR pocket. You won't get this. Maybe TR extension might help us out here. Probably not. Helped us out there, to be fair. Again, you know, TR extension gives you the higher time from home. Go again. This is on the daily. I held for a good 2. So we did, you know, it's actually kind of cheeky here. Had that, right? We saw it earlier. This could be cheeky. Didn't actually tap that low, you know. Didn't tap it. So we could hit this TR extension, come down, hit that low, fill it out, hit the TR pocket, sorry. That could be a nice big trade for you. Really far away, but maybe we might be able to back it up with a T extension off this. But I don't think we can. It'd be nice to get a backup off a TR extension in some way. So you have the range high, you have the range low, you swing fail the range, you backtest the range. So this is the. So again, this zone, I'm going to take away this fib here. This is what you'd be kind of looking for on this. Nice small area. So nice little small area for you. That's kind of the best thing about these. TR pockets will give you the zone, but the TR extension will give you that small area. Get me? So you have this little green box down here. That's what you want. Little reaction down there. You know, people be always like asking, how do I know to get in? What do you mean by a reaction? That's probably the most common question. What do you mean by a reaction? Go back in the charts, folks, right? Just go back in the charts and look at every low, every big low that actually give out a solid trade. What happens at those lows? A solid trade now. They give a wick. You know, that's a reaction. That's all you need. You don't need to go to order flow. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be looking at 10 different indicators. You could look at volume on this. You still don't need volume exactly at all. You could use slings. But a wick off of that zone, that's an entry. And it doesn't matter after that. Like if you go into a zone and it doesn't wick, that reduces the probability of it going in your favor, like drastically. If it goes in and wicks from your zone, that increases it. You might still get stopped out. So what? You're in the trading game. You're here to try and make money. You're not going to always make money off these trades. You know, so you take the trade, you either win or you lose. Manage your risk. That's really it. 88. I say 81. Right, let me see. Mexi. Why did you retract that message? Wait, hold on. I guess you would have no interest to trade a coin like OM. To be honest, I have no interest in trading any of these little shit coins. I just give them out for you to trade and help you get along with your week. No? How many of these have I given out? I've given out about maybe 20 or 30, and a lot of them have given. I'd say I've given out about 40 altcoins since the 25 weeks, or was it 25 weeks of Sunday Swingers, and I'd say about 30 of them have given the 10% move, if you get me. So OM USDT we'll look at. We don't worry, I didn't forget about the red. Jesus. Jesus Christ, is this a what happened? What happened here? What happened? Was it who is it? Someone who asked for this? Where the fuck did I read this? Can you take ENA? Yeah, thank you. No bother, Vitaliano. Where the hell did I get OM USDT? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, what happened here? But yeah, let's see. Might have a TR pocket on this. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. It's a bit risky. Like I don't know what happened with this, but someone needs to tell me what the fuck is going on with OM. Why did it cause a big massive drop? It's in the TR pocket. Usually you get a reaction of it, but whatever the news is, it could be very bad, or do you know what? It could be something actually. Smartest thing to do on this, right? Something like this, smartest thing to really do You're in this green zone, right? You don't want to be looking at a trade down here really right now. You don't. You'd want to be looking at something like, okay, we get a bounce, maybe a higher low. Wouldn't even trade. Would not. I would not even. Fuck you, OM. Fuck OM. I wouldn't even trade this. Um, but if you get a nice reaction off of this zone, the higher low is what I'd be looking at on the back test of the. That's the only thing I would look at. AI 6 1 6 Z. Huh. It's actually a coin. Oh. Do have a nice. Oh, it's already tapped. Mand was tapped there, and off. I mean, if I go lower time frame, you might have a better one, but it's a bit deep. What is the story of this? Don't really like this. I don't really like. AI. Is it A1? A6 1. Wait, 1 6 Z. It's such a weird fucking name. There we go. I want that hit. I really want that hit. Where is that? Down, down. Is there anything else I could use? There's a big low here. We'll be coming down the back test that. Daily demand was already tapped. You do have a curve. That's the only thing that's kind of going in its favor is a curve. Curves give nice reactions. Down, 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 down. I got the feeling. I got the feeling. Got the feeling. Don't get away. Anyone know the name of that song? I'd appreciate it. I got the feeling. So I don't know what it's called. I was trying to find the song earlier. I can't. Can't figure. Feeling. I got the feeling. In an alright zone, but I wouldn't trade this unless I see something like get a break of that and then maybe a higher low, but I don't think I'd dive in on this. The point and control is right there. Build this out. You do have a nice little area there. Hold on there. Just don't have any TR pocket or TR extension confluence. This is the last one. Get a bounce off of this. Bigger one. I'm gonna come back to this in a few days, I'd say. This is definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on. Feeling, feeling. Let me see. Binance US Tether, that spot 2 years ago. Not sure we've had one since. No, we haven't really. Well, we've had lower time frame ones. I actually use that exchange quite a lot for stuff like that. Got the feeling down and down. 132k and Kraken is the newest big one we've had. Not the newest, the oldest. Everything else has just gotten filled. Go on to the lower time frame on that exchange. See the amount of scam wicks. Feeling Got the feeling that, oh wow, better man. Feeling, feeling, I got the feeling. Yeah, well, stronger than the TR pocket if you get into that trend line, but this trend line needs a bit more action. Indication of a bit. Yeah, plantier. Palantir. Oh, sorry. Palantir. Palantir. Stock like cosmic. Feeling, feeling, don't get away. Pivots. We have new pivots coming up. Not just monthly pivots, you've quarterly pivots. We're not in we're on 6 actually. Hold a second. Oh. Feeling, feeling. A half year pivot. Got in. Don't you? Wait, we didn't get it yet? Next month? Get to pivot. On pivot, it'll be okay. It's in a big zone, boy. I tell you that. It's in a big zone. I was looking at kind of similar stuff on other things as well, like they have the pocket and Nasdaq. Kind of looking for that to go down too, but the only ones that have been really going down is the Euro index. Usually they go down first, and then the US indices they'll follow. Yeah, so I think once they get going, this thing will start to come down with them. I think the main thing in the main thing is to keep an eye on the video. Video is a very good indication on that. Feeling. It's 123k? No, it's not 123. It's 132. Pretty sure. Might be the time frame that you're looking at. If you change time frame, it'll probably update and change. Feeling. You lose this high, it's very big game on. Since it's a nice reaction, you actually have a 75% probability of coming down and hitting this. I would actually put like it down on it. See. Talent. Alright folks, I said I'd jump on, quick update, we were on 40 minutes. Jump through and stuff, give you a Bitcoin, a few altcoins, and just let you know what's going ahead. And yeah, I'll see you the next day. See you during the week. I'll jump in again. See how we get on. Again, we'll be going over the indices, commodities, everything really tomorrow on Sunday Swingers inside in the group, and live trading then during the week. Alright folks, I will chat to you later. Good luck with the trades. Don't you step away.